The nervous system consists of nervous tissue which at a cellular level is defined by the presence of a special type of cell called the neuron. Neurons have special structures that allow them to send signals rapidly and precisely to other cells. They send these signals in the form of electrochemical impulses traveling along thin fibers called axons, which can be directly transmitted to neighboring cells through electrical synapses or cause chemicals called neurotransmitters to be released at chemical synapses. A cell that receives a synaptic signals from a neuron may be excited, inhibited, or otherwise modulated. The connections between neurons can form neural pathways, neural circuits, and larger networks that generate an organism's perception of the world and determine its behavior. Along with neurons, the nervous system contains other specialized cells called glial cells or simply glia, which provide structural and metabolic support. Many of the cells and vasculature channels within the nervous systems make up the neurovascular unit, which regulates cerebral blood flow in order to rapidly satisfy the high energy demands of activated neurons. Nervous systems are found in most multicellular animals but vary greatly in complexity. The only multicellular animals that have no nervous system at all are sponges, glycosomes, and mesozoans, which have very simple body plans. The nervous systems of the radially symmetric organisms, ctenophores, comb jellies, and cnidaries, which include anemones, hydras, corals, and jellyfish, consist of a diffuse nerve net. All other animal species, with the exception of a few types of worm, have a nervous system containing a brain, a central cord, or two cords running in parallel, and nerves radiating from the brain and central cord. The size of the nervous system ranges from a few hundred cells in the simplest worms to around 300 billion cells in African elephants. The central nervous system functions to send signals from one cell to others or from one part of the body to others and to receive feedback. Malfunction of the nervous system can occur as a result of genetic defects, physical damage due to trauma or toxicity, infection, or simply senses. The medical specialty of neurology studies disorders of the nervous system and looks for interventions that can prevent or treat them. In the peripheral nervous system, the most common peripheral is the failure of nerve conduction, which can due to different causes including diabetic neuropathy and demyelinating disorders such as multiple sclerosis and amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Neuroscience is the field of science that focuses on the study of the nervous system. Function of the nervous system. At the most basic level, the function of the nervous system is to send signals from one cell to others or from to one part of the body to others. There are multiple ways that a cell can send signals to other cells. One is by releasing chemicals called hormones into the internal circulation so that they can diffuse to distant sites. In contrast to this broadcast mode of signaling, the nervous system provides point-to-point signals. Neurons project their axons to specific target areas and make synaptic connections with specific target cells. Thus, neural signaling is capable of a much higher level of fidelity than hormonal signaling. It is also much faster. The fastest nerve signals travel at speeds that exceed 100 meters per second. At a more integrative level, the primary function of the nervous system is to control the body. It does this by extracting information from the environment using sensory receptors, sending signals that encode this information into the central nervous system, processing the information to determine an appropriate response, and sending output signals to muscles or glands to activate the response. Thank you.